And we are now recording. Get all of our noises out of the... Stop.
Alright.
Okay, so...
That was like your Halloween voice. Yeah, I knew you had one.
I think there's a... Okay, run some Three Stooges bullshit.
What
Okay.
the fuck have I stepped into? Okay.
Nothing good.
The Red Clay Podcast.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
We're all improvising a theme song now. In fact, that should be...
We do it together, like improvise it at the same time and try to like keep up with each other, like da 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 da.
Yeah, listen, so like before we started...
We have a new one every episode.
Before we started, we were going to have some kind of... I don't remember what Rachel linked, but she had some twangy Norma Ray-ass Madawan.
It was bad. I will say up front, it was bad. I was like, well, we could like maybe do some cool kind of trip hoppy thing with this like piano riff here that's like specifically from the song named Georgia. And then I was like continuing to listen to it. And it's just like, oh, I'm so excited to go back to my mammy. And I'm like, oh, no. Oh, this got racist real fast. Oh, no.
That's how it tends to go when you're looking for Southern-based nostalgia.
Yeah, it's really hard to find something that's not just overtly racist.
I was like, guys, there's a lot of free trap music on YouTube for nonprofits.
I think that's going to be how we go. I think that's what we're going to actually do. Listener, singular. Yeah. We have one.
Hi, we're the Pips, here with Gladys, doing a podcast.
I'm Rachel.
I'm Brandon.
And I'm Adam.
And you're listening to Red Clay. In today's episode of Red Clay, we're going to be playing the fun party game, Fuck, Marry, Kill, with the beautiful Democratic National Committee primary candidates for President of the United States.
We're not going to fuck any of them in real life. We're not going
to... Speak for yourself.
Well...
We're not going to marry any of them in real life. No. Unless Beto's interested.
I mean, if Beto's interested, you can't say no to that. And we're also not going to kill any of them unless there's like a consensual situation and they're just tired of life and they just want the sweet release.
No, not even then.
I still don't think that's legal.
Don't actually kill any of the people we mention on this podcast, listener. And also, we're never going to kill anybody we mention on this podcast, the FBI.
So if Hickenlooper crawls over to you, Rachel, begging for the sweet release of death, you're just going to spit on him. Go away, old man.
No, that's what you deserve for dissing socialism.
Yeah.
Okay. He just dropped out.
He did just drop out, and unfortunately, he's going to run for Senate because the media is like, "You should run for Senate. It'll be great." And so when
that's what he should do.
That's not what he should do. When we get Lieberman next year, I'm gonna find this clip of you going, "That's what he should do. We'll win a Senate seat." And then when this Medicare bill comes up, and he's vote number 52 or 60 or whatever he does, and he fucking power bombs half the country and gives the thumbs down, we're all going to be so upset, and we're going to look back at this and go, well, you told him to run.
Okay, fine. If he begs for death, I'll give it to him. It's still not legal, though, I'd like to point out. It's still, even if someone gives consent, like that German guy who...
Kevorkian?
No, not him. He
wasn't German.
No, not him. I forget his name. Who found a guy online who posted an ad saying that he wanted to eat someone, and someone responded, and they agreed, and they videotaped it. He still went to jail.
One last thing. Speaking of people who are just begging for the least that you can give them.
Creepy Germans, yes.
Well, I don't know.
Fuck you!
I don't know if Gillibrand is a German name, but she is.
It's not. That's like... Gillibrand would have to be like Scottish or Irish or something.
I'm just trying to segue.
It's not German.
I'm being
It's not German. I defend my people.
I'm trying to be a good podcast host, and she just comes in like 9, and then I'm like, no.
Yeah, but I also
Klappe.
Yeah.
I also have German heritage.
Sprichst du Deutsch?
Well, there's your...
What?
Du sprichst kein Deutsch?
No,
Ich
I
spreche Deutsch.
don't.
Du sprichst kein Deutsch?
No, my great-grandfather was actually a German immigrant to the U.S. and fought for the U.S. in World War I.
Actually, same, but World War II.
Okay.
Yeah.
He won I have some of his medals still.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
He was a corporal gunner and totally lost his hearing because of it.
Yeah, actually, pretty close to same. So my grandfather, he was a German Jew. He left when he was like 14, came to the United States, something like that, and then joined the army for World War II, went back, liberated his own hometown of Munich. He was the one who opened the train cars at Dachau. Like, he was the one who discovered the bodies, and it fucked him up royally. And then he also had started out as a machine gunner, but then they found out he spoke German fluently, and so they moved him over to ops, basically.
Makes sense.
But yeah, I mean, he was really fucked up. Like, for the rest of his life, he couldn't stand any kind of strong smells. Like, he would take, if they had meat, like, for dinner or something, whatever the scraps were that they were going to throw away, he would always put them in the freezer so that they wouldn't smell. Like, he could not handle the smell of rotting meat at all, ever again. It, like, ruined him. And he was, like, really kind of shitty and abusive to my dad. And then, in turn, my dad is, like, kind of an asshole. And, like, it's, generational trauma. It's great. Generational trauma is awesome.
So in brighter news, Kristen Gillibrand t-shirts, $1. So if you need to like pick up dirt in your house, or if you want to wear something ironically,
just wipe your ass.
Well, that's very
rude.
No. Here's the thing:
she's not that bad.
As an ass wiping tool,
she is such an opportunist. Like, she first ran in upstate New York. She was such a blue dog dem. Talked about how the immigrants were gonna come over, and then. Used to work for Philip Morris as a lawyer.
That's bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, that's okay. She's pretty bad.
But then she, as she always says, she, went down to Brooklyn. And...
Went down to Brooklyn.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. Just from a utilitarian perspective, using it to wipe your ass, it's a very expensive ass wiper. It's a very inexpensive t-shirt, which is why I bring it up.
Yeah,
Utilitarianism is bullshit.
Imagine your campaign going so poorly that you are willing to lose money on t-shirts.
These are union t-shirts, man. These are like good ass quality t-shirts. Really? Yeah, man. If you're a Democrat running for president, you of course have to have union t-shirts. Or you get beat up.
Physically, yeah.
Yeah, because the union comes to your house. They're like, hey, you want using the t-shirts, buddy? And they break your legs.
We really gotta get that energy back with unions, though. Like, I want to see unions tearing people's houses down. I want to see that, if you don't treat the population correctly, they will come into your house and, break your shit with pitchforks energy back.
The DSA leg-breaking caucus.
Yeah.
Reforming.
Now listen here. You gotta let us organize. You gotta let us get our union together, or we're gonna come break your fucking kneecaps.
Is this Bernie?
No, this is just a general. This is like a rough riding, New York boy.
Okay.
He's in the union.
Okay.
He's definitely a boy. Definitely a man.
I'm imagining
a man boy.
I'm imagining him wearing the little hat, the Christian.
Or the union that works for yous.
It's like the mafia, but it's for people who are working, actually.
I'm imagining him wearing the little hat Christian Bale wore in Newsies. And,
the flat cap?
Yeah, totally.
The only people who should wear flat caps these days are film buffs, trans men, and Trotskyists.
Okay.
Are we including Samuel L. Jackson as a film buff? We must be.
Yes.
Otherwise, there'd be...
He's been in enough, he counts.
All right, excellent.
Okay, so today we're playing Fuck, Marry, Kill. Because we're very interesting people, and this is a great conversation.
And we're horny degenerates.
We are, we're horny degenerates. So, for our first round of Fuck, Marry, Kill, we have the B-Boys. That is Joe Biden, Pete Buttigieg, and Beto O'Rourke. I will start with mine. I think, for this one, you are going to fuck Biden, kill Beto, marry Buttigieg.
I'm not going anywhere near Biden. He's dying.
That's my point. You only have to fuck him occasionally. For a couple times.
He has definitely sexually harassed an intern at some point. And I don't want to go anywhere near his body.
I'm not saying it's going to be, an enjoyable fuck experience. What I'm saying is, like, there's no point in killing him because he's about to die. You gotta kill Beto. Not literally, comma, the FBI.
But I don't think that. Biden strikes me as just one of those people who's just been in power so long, he's just gonna live forever. Like that one Rockefeller who died at like 100 or something.
That's probably... They'll have him, like, Weekend at Bernie's style way.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's gonna last a while.
But no, so here's my logic.
Like, McCain died recently, so I guess it's not the most valid.
Evil never
You're thinking
dies.
of Kissinger.
Yeah, Kissinger. He's just one of those people who's been in power so long he will just live forever, and he has no shame, like he's no stress. He's like Trump.
Yeah. Brandon, did you say that Kissinger is a lich?
I might have said that.
I mean, it's accurate.
Yeah.
It's accurate. He is a lich.
Lots of souls.
Yeah.
Going
Undead.
through his,
Undead blood monster. Yeah, that's accurate. So, okay,
Another creepy German.
My reasoning is you have to kill Beto, right? Because he's got that star power, he's got some energy, he's also a massive step backwards. And honestly, I wouldn't marry him. He's, like, shitty to his wife, you know? Like, all this shit that, like, his wife was like, please don't run for president. He's like, fuck you, I'm running for president! Like, no, fuck that. I don't want to be married to this guy. And also, honestly, between him and Buttigieg, like, he's the more dangerous one, I think. So we kill Beto, and that leaves Biden and Buttigieg for fucking and marrying. I don't want to marry fucking Biden. And Buttigieg wouldn't have me anyway. So I'm thinking, like, marry Buttigieg, because, you know, he's got that Rhodes Scholar money, and he'll do fine. And then fuck Biden, because you only have to do it, like, a couple of times, and then he's going to be dead.
I've got the blazing take.
Okay.
You obviously marry Joe Biden. It's not even close. All of the incidents regarding Old Diamond Joe revolve around women who are not his wife. His relationship with Jill is great. They're partners, they're friends, they're buddies. He speaks glowingly about her. She speaks glowingly about him. If you're worried about being creeped on by Joe Biden, the easiest way to not be creeped on by Joe Biden is to marry him. You give it to him a few times. He gets bored with you. He starts feeling up more interesting people.
Wait, okay. When you play fuck, marry, kill.
Yes.
I would assume that you never get to fuck the person you marry, right? I assume they're, like, mutually exclusive, right?
I assume that you
I was not under that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I assume
Is that what marriage is like?
No, the fucking is a one night stand.
Oh, God.
Oh, no, see, I think of it the other way. I think of it, like, for the rest of your life. I think of these as all, like, permanent outcomes, right? So, like, the only person you ever fuck again is going to be who you choose for fuck.
Choosing the fuck person as a permanent fuck buddy is
exactly.
It's too easy. It's like, it's not a hard choice. But okay. But
yeah, okay.
But
it will be a hard choice later. Hear me out. It will be a hard choice later. So, whatever you're doing, it's forever, right? So, you marry them forever. You kill them. Obviously, somebody's dead. That's forever. So, it's forever either way.
Okay.
So, if you say fuck, it's the only person you're ever fucking again. And if you say marry, you're never going to fuck them again.
All right. Well, that's fine. I still marry Biden.
Okay.
The fuck partner is also obvious. It's Beto O'Rourke.
Because he'll make your calves cramp?
Exactly. He's got a lot of energy. You know, he's standing up on things. He's creative. He's trying new things. And if he can take his standing on desks energy and bring that into the bedroom. He's a skater. You know, he's got nice, strong legs, got a nice, strong back. He's got balance. Listen, this guy he's just going to hit places that have never been hit before. He's the guy for the job.
Watch him have just, like, a comically small penis.
Well,
like, watch him have, like, one of those, like, just little, like, not just short, but also skinny ones.
Listen.
Like, are you in? That kind.
Well, listen,
I don't think Beto... I think he's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Down there. Like, I don't get... He has way too much, like, of that natural charisma to be like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Look,
like, I
like
doubt...
he was in a band with the guy from Mars Volta. Like,
That's fair. He's got at least a passable penis.
yeah.
But honestly, like, I've fucked a decent number of white dudes like him, and I've never been like, ooh, I gotta write home about this, you know?
Okay.
Like, I don't know.
And obviously, Pete Buttigieg.
I guess I wouldn't write home anyway, because telling my parents about my
Hi,
sexual
Mom.
experience.
Yeah.
Hello, mother. I had great sex. Let me tell you about it in detail. No. I'm
Dear
not.
mother, he fucked my guts up. Since love Adam.
Jesus. And obviously you kill Mayor Pete because he's a square.
Look, that's why you let him live, because he's safe. He's a nice guy, you know?
Listen, I don't know what kind of relationships you're into, Rachel. I don't like safe. Let's walk on the wild side. Let's go to the edge.
The accelerationist choice.
Let's go some places we ain't been
That
before.
sounds very unhealthy, but okay.
Let's hop in that DeLorean, get the 88, and see some real
me-
serious shit. All right,
Yeah,
go ahead.
I'm gonna give my opinions. Fuck Beto because he gives serious fuckboy energy.
Fuckboys do fuck good. That's true.
Yeah. Kill Biden because I just hate
him.
I just hate the fact that he thinks he's a good person and he's not. And that really annoys me.
He'll be on top of you like, listen, I respect sluts. I think sluts are just as good as white people.
Yeah, exactly.
Not even that. Well, yeah, yes, that. But also the whole, like, just because you're Obama's VP doesn't mean you're cool or you're nice or whatever. And I would marry Buttigieg because he gives off some very serious Midwestern normie vibes and seems like he'd be very nice as a husband and would make a very nice casserole for me every weekend. And that is the easiest way to my heart.
Casseroles?
Yes. Or nice, warm, home-baked food made with love.
I'm taking notes.
He does seem like he would be a good cook.
Yeah.
I could see Buttigieg being a good cook. And he cleans up the kitchen afterwards, too.
Yeah.
He's very conscientious.
I love that we had 3 different...
Also, he's young, so we would be together for a while, and he's someone I'd like to grow old with.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, am I falling in love with him right now?
Look, honestly, I find it really hard to hate Mayor Pete. If I'm being honest, like, he's a really good writer, and he seems like a genuinely nice guy. Like, he doesn't need to be president, but, like, I think I would hang out with him, like, probably. He's somebody I could, like, actually, like, spend some time with and not, like, want to kill him. Which I would never do, the FBI.
The FBI, yes.
All right, so next round.
Mueller is listening to this podcast.
Yes, well...
He needs a win.
He's going to be really disappointed because we're way too incompetent to, like,
Yeah,
assassinate anyone except maybe our own characters.
Right.
So, okay, round 2.
I got pissy that I get up at 11:30 in the morning today.
So round 2, we're going to go with, like, sort of the B team, right? Not the B boys, but the B team. This is going to be Cory Booker.
Sure.
Kamala Harris.
Okay.
And who's a good third one for this one? Let's say Andrew Yang. So fuck, marry, kill. Cory Booker, Kamala Harris, Andrew Yang. I think fuck Andrew Yang because he's definitely a fuckboy. I think marry Booker, kill Harris. Maybe. No, fuck Harris, actually. I bet Harris is going. Kill Yang, marry Booker. Still marry Booker. I think Booker is the one to marry for sure.
I'm going to go with fuck Kamala because I actually find her pretty attractive.
She's really hot.
Yeah, she's
a
very attractive person. I definitely wouldn't marry her, though. I get the feeling that she's probably not a very nice person when you spend a lot of time with her.
No.
Yeah.
No. She seems like one of those people that would just be relentlessly critical of you at all times.
Yes.
Like, she seems like one of those nothing you say or do is good enough for her types. Honestly. And, like, but she wouldn't tell you directly what was wrong either. She seems like she would just, like, snipe at you all the time.
She's a United States senator, so whatever you're doing, I mean, you're not doing what she's doing, so... If she snipes at you, it's like, well, she's a United States senator. I guess I am a piece of shit. I mean,
well, she's a fucking cop too. Like, I don't want to marry. A cop.
Cops don't deserve love, so that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
And the next for Mary, it would be probably Booker.
Yeah.
He seems he gives a little bit of the same vibes as Buttigieg. Actually,
yeah.
He gives
sort of anodyne, really like.
He seems like the type of partner who would almost never raise your voice to you. And that seems nice.
He seems like real beta.
Yeah,
right?
Beta.
Like, if you marry Booker, you would be the one in charge. I feel like that's true.
So I think we all...
And kill Andrew Yang because...
Yeah, just fuck Andrew Yang.
He's a Silicon Valley asshole who's some political consultant told him, hey, you're a Silicon Valley asshole, which means you're cool. You should run for president.
You have a great internet following. And it's like, motherfucker, you got famous off of 4chan. Like, you literally corrupted the people who were the ones that corrupted the, like, entire election in 2016.
Also Andrew Yang's got, like, a really weird, creepy alt-right following that he pretends to not acknowledge, but I think he knows what's going on.
He's definitely winked at them more than once.
Yeah, wasn't he like wearing like a Pepe pen or some weird shit like that?
Yeah, he winks at them once in a while. I don't think that he genuinely understands the gravity of what he's doing when he does that.
Well, no, he's a Silicon Valley asshole. He doesn't understand the gravity of everything. He thinks he's a god.
Yeah.
My take on Andrew Yang, it's not that he's stupid, and it's not that he's completely uneducated, because clearly he is educated and clearly he is very smart and articulate, but he's the kind of person who has never once critically examined his own ideas and been like, what if I'm wrong about this?
Yeah, I kind of
And that's like, I could not marry that. I maybe, like, gun to my head could fuck him, but I definitely couldn't marry him. And I feel like, the obvious answer is kill him, because, like, we don't need him. We don't need him in the world. We don't need him.
We all were unanimous on this. So.
Yeah. All right.
He founded a company called Venture for America.
Yeah. Well, his whole thing is like, so I did hear him do like an interview, right? And his whole thing, I regret listening to it because it was bad. I just literally, I walked away from it like, man, this dude sounds like a fucking asshole.
Well, who's it with?
Chaba. Okay. So, just like hearing him talk, like it was just so clear to me that he's never once questioned his own ideas.
Or had anyone else really question.
Yeah, right. And so it's just, I've met a lot of people like him. They suck a lot. I don't want to deal with people like him ever.
Alrighty.
Alright, so then let's see, who else are we going to do next? We can do the Why Are You Still Here candidates. Those are Tulsi Gabbard, Kirsten Gillibrand, and Amy Klobuchar. Which one of them was the one with
This one's so too easy.
Well, obviously you fuck Tulsi.
You obviously fuck Tulsi. You marry Gillibrand.
Yeah, and I would say this.
Tulsi's amazingly beautiful.
She is one of the most attractive politicians I've ever seen. That, like, little white she has in her hair is... Oh my god, it makes me melt.
She looks like Rogue from X-Men.
Oh
you know
my
what
god,
I mean?
she does.
Like,
I've had friends insist that
she hates gay people.
She does hate gay people.
Yeah,
but you know what? That for me, that makes it even better because if I'm like fucking a homophobe, it's like I'm corrupting her, and that makes it even like more kinky and like sexy. It's like the like ultimate like I don't know, lesbian turning a straight woman gay kind of like fantasy situation for me, which I'm like very into.
Yeah, this seems very much like an episode of Orange is the New Black, and you're in jail together, and she did a thing, and then you just grabbed her in the middle of the night.
Right, and she finds out her homophobia was homosexuality all along,
right?
As is actually frequently the case.
A whole 12-episode storyline.
Mm-hmm. And it works because I'm like a really high-strung white girl who needs to learn her place. So I'm like a perfect character for that show.
Okay. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, I'm just saying, like, I belong on Orange is the New Black because I'm a high-strung white woman who needs to learn her place.
Sure. I mean, Piper's moving out. You're moving in. No
exactly.
No spoilers for the last season.
I'm like in exchange for Piper.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing about that show. It makes people it makes people think prison is fun and quirky. It's not.
Have you watched anything after season 2?
To be fair, I haven't watched. Well,
yeah.
I know.
No.
Okay, I know.
It gets a lot less fun.
I can't do spoilers here, but they do actually get kind of hard.
No, I saw someone spoiled like a really late wing episode, the one where they take over the prison, basically.
Yeah, but I don't want to like no spoilers.
Yeah, don't spoil.
Okay, big spoilers disclaimer. There's gonna be spoilers. So like after they kill Pusey, it actually goes really fucking hard.
Yeah.
Like after
I don't
that
know who
point,
that was.
she's like one of the best characters in the first couple seasons. She's amazing, and after they kill her, it's like that's when you're like, oh, and it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse from there.
The show is closer to Wentworth than
yeah.
Although I think I would have preferred the show if it had remained at the tone of the first season, and they were hunting chickens and doing all that sitcom stuff.
Yeah, that part was really fun and quirky, but also like fucking unforgivable if you're gonna do a show about prisons like in the United States in 2019. You can't.
Sure you can.
You can't. I mean, not ethically. Like you can, but not ethically. All right, so which one between Gillibrand and Klobuchar was the one who did the like fork thing, the fork salad thing, with the comb?
I think that.
Oh, that was Klobuchar.
Yeah.
She's the evil boss. Yeah.
So Klobuchar's the one you kill for sure.
That was.
Oh yeah.
Gillibrand just seems like she's so sweet. She has a very like sweet face, and she's kind of just like, you know, boneless Elizabeth Warren anyway, like for her policy. So she seems like she's decent and fun, and she's really cute and sweet. So I would definitely marry Gillibrand. Gillibrand? I don't know.
I forget. There's one that's wrong.
Yeah.
And you'll get an email. It's fine.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yell
at Brandon on Twitter.
No,
I'm sacrificing you. You're the person. Anyway, don't you dare.
Should we give out our Twitter handles?
Yeah, of course.
If you want.
But until the end of the
now. Yeah. I was told I could not praise Tulsi under any circumstances. And
well, now to be fair, like Tulsi Gabbard, she has abhorrent beliefs. She is absolutely horrible. Okay. Like it's not like I like want her to continue her political career after this.
We just talking about fucking.
I just want to fuck her. Like she's just very attractive.
So this would be like if we were to.
Yeah, if Modi actually goes through with the cleansing in Kashmir. She's
then
probably going to do apologize. She's probably going to do apologia for him at some point.
All right, taking physical appearance out of the equation altogether, I think it would be kill Tulsi, marry Gillibrand, fuck Klobuchar.
But listen, like it's like, you know, Chick-fil-A bad. Okay. We're not gonna like get on a podcast and be like, oh, and their chicken sandwiches are bad.
Well, no, because you'd have to be a fucking moron.
Yeah, we're not
Chick-fil-A
liars,
is the secret guilty pleasure of about 85% of progressives in the South.
Of course.
I can't eat it because gluten intolerance and very bad migraines. But like,
you're like Mr. Glass from Unbreakable. Like, you just have a new thing every week.
I just know, like, I have.
Sometimes
like,
I feel like you're doing a bit. Like you come in, my multiple sclerosis is acting up. Click, click.
Yeah, no, my bit is chronic illness. It's so fun. I love it. It's really funny. Yeah. There's nothing more fun and funny than just being in constant pain. It's great. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Anyway, no.
So all that's to say, Tulsi obviously hot.
Tulsi hot. Tulsi hot, but bad person, but hot.
Yeah.
And honestly, I fucked a lot of. Yeah, right. Exactly.
Tulsi Gabbard is a Chick-fil-A sandwich.
She's the human equivalent of a Chick-fil-a sandwich. Yep, that's perfect.
That's
perfect analogy.
Title,
and just like a Chick-fil-A sandwich, I would definitely eat that.
Oh yeah. Okay. Wow.
That's a pussy reference.
All right.
Vagina.
Vagine.
All right.
Yeah, and I'm another queer person who also likes to eat at Chick-fil-A because it's pretty
so fucking.
It's also pretty affordable, all things considered. Yeah. Like, yeah.
The Chick-fil-A by my house right now, it has one of those signs in front of it, and it says "Nobody, us, our pleasure." And I'm like, fuck, that's actually a really good sign. That's some good copy y'all got there. I got like game respect game respect game.
Go.
All right, so let's see. Let's go with vestigial white guys for this one. And let's do, I'm going to say Bill de Blasio, John Delaney, and Tim Ryan.
These are the hard choices that I wanted you to start delivering. This is what we're here for.
I am going to fuck Bill de Blasio, marry John Delaney, kill Tim Ryan.
Okay, why?
Bill de Blasio, like, he's literally the only person out of those three who has even the slightest sex appeal, like, at all. Who even looks like, in any way, he looks like he's the only person on this list who looks like he's actually had sex.
Okay. All right.
And I don't know, he's got a little bit of New York energy, so that's fun.
Okay.
He was a radical at some point, so it's like we're sort of vaguely I don't know, fucking know. Mary John Delaney,
You just want the bag, man. I already know.
I don't know. He's some guy from Maryland. Looks like
he's got money if he's from Maryland.
Yeah, he looks like he'd be an okay, like, partner and husband.
He's kind of a sweet face.
Yeah, he's got kind of a sweet face. Yeah. He seems like, he looks like, 1950s, a very nice 1950s husband. Like, comes home with a suitcase and asks you about your day and is genuinely interested. Tim Ryan looks like just unwell all the time and is just
kind of sweaty,
vaguely sweaty all the time, and is just what is
he looks like eyes? He's hung though. I mean, his eyes are just kind of close together or far apart. I can't tell. His eyes are the wrong distance from each other is the thing. He's cute though. He's cute. Like he's got like but his eyes don't smile right.
For listeners, we're looking at their profiles on Wikipedia.
Yes, we are.
Because we can't fucking remember who any of these people are.
Well, it's just that there's so many of them that we can't remember all of them, right? But I don't know. I mean, I think he looks.
This photo.
He's cute. He kind of looks like a dude.
The Wikipedia poem looks much better than what he looked like with the debate.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. He kind of reminds me of a dude that I like fucked in college, so that's probably why I like find him at least visually fuckable, right? It's because he reminds me of somebody I did fuck.
Okay, yeah, that photo looks nothing at all like him and from the debate.
Okay, well, all right, we're gonna look up some more pictures of him.
I'd love to be called visually fuckable.
Visually fuck. I mean, that just means
Brandon, I find you very visually fuckable.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that is what I'm talking about.
Oh no.
That is what he looked like during the whole debate.
But he's cute in that one.
When he's not smiling,
like one of those.
Adam, let me give you a hot take.
Like,
yes.
Tim Ryan's gonna be my choice to marry. Spoiler alert.
Why?
First of all, despite the fact that he is a political doofus, he's allowed to get sweaty. He's from Ohio. It's hot there. These are working class people in Youngstown. So
Ohio gets cold as fuck in the winter.
Well, exactly, but they're all huddled. They're all huddled together in Youngstown, man. There's no power. There's no electricity. It's a third world country.
I mean, what? What?
Yeah, man, Youngstown.
I mean,
have you been to Youngstown?
No, that's fair. Well, I mean, I've been to Akron. Like my whole family is like from like Akron, North Canton. So like I've been up there a lot of times. I know what those people are like. And, I know what that area is like.
And Tim Ryan, he's also into meditation. He's into spiritual stuff.
Yeah,
he reads a lot of books. He seems like a good marrying choice. I would definitely dispense of Delaney. I hate his face. I hate his voice. Don't like his politics. Not even to secure the bag would I put myself in Delaney world. And De Blasio, I guess, is the fuck choice by default. And he married a black girl, so I don't know. Maybe he has some special.
Which
De
one?
Blasio.
Oh, De Blasio married a black. That's cool.
No, he married his. Well, that's a whole other thing. The thing with his wife.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
She was I think she was a member of the Combahee River Collective at some point, or maybe I'm wrong about that. But she also was a Black Power and also claimed to be a lesbian at one point.
Cool.
Okay, but people deserve space to explore their sexuality. Yeah. You think she was lying about it though?
I would never say that about anyone.
That's why your takes are not hot enough.
Mm-hmm.
We need.
Well, so okay, when you say she was saying to be a lesbian, why is that relevant? I assume that you said it because it's relevant.
No, she's just one of those people I think, and this is something I think about a lot with our modern times where it's popular to be woke now, and I always wonder how many people are just in it for the power and the.
They're in it for identity politics, but not actually in it to solve the problems. You mean?
I wouldn't agree with that definition. I mean, they're doing it because it's the thing now, because they're popular and they are power hungry, and they got in their heads that hey, this is a vehicle to power and money and fame. But of course, moments end, and quote unquote reality comes back.
All right. Well, did she, while she was identifying as a lesbian, actually have a lesbian partner?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, but she was just doing it for the clout. She's I'm just doing this for.
See, look, I'm not
I mean, it wasn't that. It was the whole be part of the. She was also part of the Black Power movement at some point, I believe.
Well, that's not a bad thing.
She sounds rad.
Black Power sounds great. I don't know.
But then
you think she was doing it cynically, is what you're saying. Okay.
Well, what does she do now? Does she work at Citibank? What
yeah, right. I'm curious because I'll fully admit I think that there are people who will cynically hitch their wagons to things, right?
The Bill de Blasio's wife defense force says logged on.
Well, no, I mean, look, I'm saying she could be a Democratic candidate once. This is possible, right? But I don't know anything about her, I don't really know. Yeah. Anyway, that's not really relevant to de Blasio anyway, who I think, if it were me, I would marry.
Yeah, I know, confirmed. She was a member of the Combahee River Collective.
She sounds
awesome, yeah.
In fact, this should move him up in the marrying ranks, because if he'll put up with her, he'll probably put up with...
What do you mean put up with her?
Wokies. They're married. They're
You just mean
married.
If he's into her wokeness? Well, de Blasio is pretty woke, actually. He was basically just doing a lot of echoing Warren at the debates.
Well, also
Go ahead.
In 1979...
Man, we don't gotta go to 1979.
Charlene McRae, Bill de Blasio's wife,
yeah,
wrote an essay entitled "I Am a Lesbian."
Listen, I'm not going to hold it against a woman if in 1979 she was I'm attracted to women, so I'm a lesbian. That's been literally 40 years now. I'm going to give her some space to have figured out that she's a bisexual or pansexual or whatever.
Yeah, no, as someone who has had very confused thoughts about their own sexuality, I should probably stop talking.
Yeah. Anyway.
She did work for Citigroup, though.
Actually?
Yeah.
No,
You're kidding me.
In the public relations department for 6 months.
Damn it!
She's canceled.
Canceled!
Ladies and gentlemen, we got
Honestly, no, when you put it that way, that does sort of seem to me
she
might have been doing
one job at
Citibank. How long did she work at Citibank for?
6 months, but then she left because it wasn't a good fit. So.
Well, in that case, I think she's legit.
If
she went to
hires
Citibank
me tomorrow, I'm well, you guys, it's been nice.
It's a job.
Yeah.
All right, now.
When she did say in 2012, when asked about the 1979 essay, she commented, "In the 1970s, I identified as a lesbian and wrote about it. In 1991, I met the love of my life and married him."
Sounds great.
Sounds great. All right, what else?
You know what? People are allowed to contain multitudes, especially with their sexuality and their gender.
Until they work at Citibank.
Well, look, she quit Citibank after 6 months, and you know what? Good for her.
Okay.
Good for her. She walked in and she said, "Oh, these people are evil. I'm out."
All right, what else we got?
All right, so we're going to wrap this up with, of course, the heavy hitter, the heaviest hitter, the hardest one to choose. We have Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, Marianne Williamson. Fuck, marry, kill. Who do you choose?
Okay, first, fuck Marianne. Absolutely. That is not even a question. she has definitely been involved with orgies before.
Oh, yeah. Like, Marianne fucks. Like, she doesn't just have sex. She fucks. And
With a hard U.
Yeah, right. Like, she's gonna show up with some fucking crystals and shit. She's gonna have, like, lambskin condoms going. She's gonna have, like, her essential oils she's gonna just anoint your body with.
She probably knows how to do, like, tantric stuff.
Oh my god, she definitely fucks tantric. Like, absolutely.
And I'm not even 100% sure what that is.
Oh, God.
Like, no, she's gonna have you on some, like, edging shit, and you're gonna be fucking for, like, 6 hours.
Adam also doesn't know what edging is. Like,
I know what that is, actually. I said I wasn't 100% sure I knew what tantric was.
Right.
Tantric sex is an approach to sex where it's more about enjoying the pleasure of the sexual experience than the orgasm at the end of it, and that's the gist. It's the short version. I mean, there's, like, a lot more, like, spirituality associated with it as well, like, from the very, honorable Vedic traditions, which are worth, like, noting and respecting. But, like, in the modern era, white people doing tantric sex who have appropriated tantric sex as such, right? They're just doing it because it's like, ooh, this feels good. Let me be a hedonist.
Are we going through Adam's list?
So, like, everything, Marianne Williamson's whole life.
I mean, I think we all agree that Marianne Williamson is the one to fuck.
Wrong.
Oh.
I would like to finish my list.
Okay.
Right here. Marry Bernie, because heart goes to Bernie once and forever. He's, like, half the reason I'm a socialist. Despite the fact I don't agree with him on a lot of stuff now. But whatevs. And I'm sorry, but... And I feel bad saying, like, killed Elizabeth Warren, but just by process of elimination.
Alright, so here's my take.
Like, nothing against you, Liz. You're one of the only people... I'll say this. Most of the time when people run in the primary for president, my opinion of them lowers. My opinion of you has gone up. And you deserve a lot of credit for that.
No, Liz Warren, like, you might not be a comrade, but you got our backs, and I appreciate that about you. That being said, no, I really do. I think she is genuinely, like, committed to protecting consumers. I don't think she's a comrade, right? We know she's not a comrade. She is, and I quote, capitalist to my bones. But I think she is genuine. I don't think she's putting these kinds of things forward cynically. I think she really does genuinely believe in empowering the average person. And she has a different approach to it. And I mean, obviously we're socialists, so we're going to go with our boy, the socialist. But I genuinely respect her. I respect her campaign. I respect her ideas. I think that she would make a good president. Not as good as Bernie, but I think she would make a good president. That being said, I would kill Bernie. But, like, as a martyr. I would murder Bernie. Because I think if he died in a way that was, like, murdery enough, it might actually, like, push for the revolution that we need.
So are you going to, like, just physically, like, are you going to use a death note? Do you have a murder method planned out to make this work?
Okay, well, obviously, I would never kill any of these candidates, the FBI. But I would, if I were, like, in this scenario, I had the magic wand. Right. Like, we'll say death note scenario. Yes, I would have him die, but I would specifically write it in so that he died as a martyr, right? As, like, some, like, MAGA piece of shit just, like, murdered him on television with his, like, 7 guns or something and got shot down immediately. Like, I would see that happen because I think it would, like, provide a really powerful, like, push to the movement. And ultimately, I think be good for the movement. And also, he's, like, super old. Like, he's gonna die pretty soon. The same is true of Warren, right? But I think I would actually marry Warren because she's got that money. Like, she got that money. I would marry Warren for the money. And also, like, honestly, like I said, I think she's probably a good person. And the money. But obviously, fuck Marianne.
You've kind of stepped on my takes here.
I'm sorry.
Obviously, marry Marianne Williamson.
Oh.
Of course.
But then you can never have sex with her.
Yeah, of course. No, I'm willing to pass up the sex.
Why?
I'm here for the spiritual stuff, man. Like, you're just gonna learn. You're gonna discover so many cool things.
Okay, yeah, but if you fuck her...
Yeah, you'll be seeing.
But if you fuck her, I am certain you will literally see God.
Okay. You'll meet Oprah. Just in general, the marrying seems to be like the rad way to go. In terms of the fuck, Elizabeth Warren. I mean, I don't even think that's even close. It's obviously Elizabeth Warren.
She does seem like she can fuck.
Listen, let me tell you. There's nothing like the zeal of the newly converted. That's all I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to lay it all out. And listen, Senator Sanders, your sacrifice will not go in vain. We'll be playing some clips of you on YouTube in the background. We'll get the little tuba. I don't want to be shushed, and I do feel like Bernie would. He's gonna. You guys were talking about Kamala. Bernie's gonna be very critical of your fucking technique. I'm just gonna let you know.
I just don't feel like. Okay, there's a lot of reasons I don't want to have sex with Bernie Sanders, right?
He can only disappoint you. I mean, you're very jaded sexually.
I am jaded.
You've done
That's
everything.
true. Like,
Bernie would never you'd break him. Like
our listeners will eventually learn that I am a sexual deviant, and I don't think he could handle me. But also, my grandfather was a Bernie. So it's like even weirder for me. Like it would be like fucking my grandpa, literally. And I
they
can't.
Fucking your Zadie.
Yeah, well the thing is like, cause my grandpa was a fucking old Jewish dude named Bernie. Like I can't. It's too much overlap.
Oh, he literally was named Bernard.
No,
okay.
my. Yeah.
I just imagined that your granddad just waved his finger at people and.
Literally, my grandfather was named Bernard.
That's
so
funny.
and we called him Bernie, and he was great. Actually, I love my grandpa. I miss him. Rest in peace, Grandpa. But yeah, it's just too close to home.
Okay.
And on the short list of things I'm not into, incest.
Okay.
So
yeah, totally.
Yeah, but I can see Elizabeth Warren being pretty good in the sack. Actually, she's got that like band nerd energy. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Right? And like band nerds get freaky.
That's what I've heard.
So I'm just saying she would fuck you with a flute.
If your goal is to socialize Elizabeth Warren, start fucking her. I think she's good.
Yeah, she seems like one of those people.
Anyway,
you can bring her around, But that would be more of a marriage situation, right?
Yeah, maybe not.
I don't feel like you can just convert somebody by putting like your body parts inside of their body parts, but maybe
depends on who it is,
or receiving their body parts inside of.
I feel like Mary Williamson could do that with me.
Peg you?
Well, yes.
I mean, yeah.
Hopefully, but no, I feel like she would be so amazing at sex. She could actually make me spiritual in some way.
I mean, obviously, she.
It would be tough because I'm the opposite of spiritual.
Yes.
Obviously, she's the best fuck of the list. I just think that her quality as a marriage partner is also outweigh. Yeah, she's just winning at everything. In conclusion,
do we? You know what? I think let's actually do.
You guys want to do an overall best?
Yeah, let's do like a sudden death round.
Wait, can you go down a little bit?
Downer? More downer?
No, go up. Sorry.
Upper. Hickenlooper dropped out?
Yeah. No, sorry, that was
more like
not Bennett, Hickenlooper.
Yeah. More like Hickenblooper, am I right?
Yeah, Miriam's like 67.
Yeah, dude.
She looks unbelievable.
She looks like 45 at the oldest, and she's pushing 70. Like,
yeah, man. She's winning.
I guarantee you she can fuck. All right, so let's do,
So ultimate
sudden death round of some of the ones we already had figured out.
But what about the people we haven't picked yet?
Oh, fuck them. They don't matter.
Yeah,
those are like B-list. Well, except for Castro. Castro's pretty cool. Yeah. But I don't know who I would pair Castro up with.
No, the ones we haven't picked are Castro,
Bullock, Bennett,
and
Moulton,
Wayne Massam.
Yeah, Wayne.
Steyer.
Who cares?
But I don't care about most. I care about Castro because Castro's pretty cool, but he's the only one I care about.
So ultimate fuck, marry, kill. Obviously, ultimate fuck Tulsi.
Yeah. No, fuck that shit.
Okay,
no, Marianne over Tulsi for sure. Okay, for sure. Because the thing is, Tulsi's really hot, but I doubt she's very good at sex. She seems like the kind of person. Tulsi would be the one who's just sort of laying on her back and things are happening to her, and she's just sort of breathing, and you're like, are you even enjoying this?
Do you know any surfers that are like that in bed?
I've never fucked a surfer.
Oh, okay.
So.
Well,
have you? Have you fucked a surfer?
Yeah. Well, I don't have a huge sample size of surfers I've fucked, so one is enough. I feel like you're doing a lot of balancing, a lot of movement.
Well, whether a person is physically capable of moving their body well does not determine whether they're going to be good at fucking.
Let's talk about this off air.
Okay, no, let's talk about my beautiful boyfriend, Will, I love you. Okay. That dude cannot dance for shit. He moves like he's made of wood, except when he's fucking.
Dancing and it's not.
Dancing and sex are totally related.
People say that.
They totally are. No, people who are really good at dancing, I've never fucked somebody who was really good at dancing and it wasn't an amazing lay.
Right, but being bad at dancing doesn't make you a bad lay.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. It's but they're not intrinsically tied, right? If you are very good at dancing, you're probably very good at sex.
Okay.
But if you're really bad at dancing, you can still be really good at sex, like my boyfriend.
Okay,
who's great at sex.
Lightning round. Adam, ultimate fuck, marry, kill.
On here?
Anyone from the primary field. You get the entire field.
Kills Joe Biden still.
Wow.
I just do not like you.
All right.
Mary would still be Pete.
All
Mayor
right.
Pete. He seems like he'd be a nice man to bring home to mom and dad.
Such a normie.
Yeah, you want to marry a
No,
normie.
you're fine. Yeah. All right. So what's your ultimate?
Marriage is a commitment, y'all. I don't.
Okay, your ultimate fuck is Marianne.
No, it's a real tie between her and Tulsi. Because I just find Tulsi just so attractive. Just so attractive.
Contest.
Yeah.
No
all right.
contest.
So
Marianne Williamson.
Okay, what do you got? You want to go?
Okay, so I'll go now. So my ultimate fuck is Marianne Williamson, no questions. My ultimate kill is Andrew Yang.
Wow.
I don't like him.
All right.
Like, I bet he's like, no, I don't even think he would be like okay to hang out with. I think he would just be really fucking irritating and full of himself all the time, and I would want to kill him then too. So like, fuck it, let him die. And my ultimate marry, I think Mayor Pete. I think I would marry Mayor Pete.
That's nice.
He seems like a really good family man.
Tulsi, Marianne, and Mr. Delaney.
Which one? Which? Fuck Tulsi.
Yeah.
Marry Marianne.
Yeah.
Kill Delaney.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Well.
Right.
So we're
Finished.
sexually. I nutted.
Uh.
I pee-peed, and I shitted, and I farted, and I nutted.
Before this show started, you guys.
What?
Anyway.
I'm talking about my like sexual proclivities.
No, not even that.
Because they're great.
We were all talking about our high ideals for this show, and we were like, we're going to show people.
Listen.
This sex positivity is an absolute ideal.
Okay, what's that have to do with I shitted?
I shitted and farted it.
Yeah.
And what's her name? Okay. Oh, you know what? We forgot.
What?
We forgot
We've
an
actually
entire fuck, marry, kill. Okay. Fuck, marry, kill. Donald Trump, Boris Johnson, Vladimir Putin.
Fuck Putin, marry Boris, kill Trump.
See, I think actually fuck Putin, I think in this case. Putin seems like he'd be great. And probably a bottom. That's another fun we can do. No, I bet he's a bottom.
I don't think he's ever would. There's no adventure in him.
In secret, I think he just wants to get his little ass.
Have you read? I've read his autobiography.
No.
There's no. I don't even know if that would even occur to him.
It was like an option.
Yeah.
Interesting. Just very classical. Like I have to be on top because I'm the man personality.
Sort of something adjacent to that. I don't think of him as creative in that sort of way.
Sure.
But
I mean, like you could also conceivably fuck Trump just for the excuse to take a shit on his chest.
He is into that. Mm-hmm.
Like just to literally.
First of all, he does want to be dominated.
Yeah. No. I mean,
It's like a sad desire to be. It's a very sad desire.
I firmly believe. So like everyone's coming out, it's like, oh, it's a pee tape. It's a pee tape. I don't think he would be embarrassed by a piss tape. I think it's sissification. I think he's into sissification.
These are the takes we're here for. These are the takes.
I think he was into sissification, and that's why he didn't want that shit getting out, and that's why they have him on the hook. Because that's the kind of thing he would actually be like embarrassed and ashamed of, is like looking like a little sissy.
They would own him forever with a tape like that.
Exactly, and I think that's what was actually going on, that he wants to hide his sissification.
I
think he was wearing like a frilly little dress and like had like some like little cute lipstick on and maybe some like pigtails going. And like he was like bent over getting whipped and peed on while wearing his cute little dress, and like that's why he doesn't want anybody to see it, because he literally is into looking like a sissy and being a sissy. That's what I think happened there. That being said, fuck Putin, because being Putin's side piece would definitely get you like a lot of power. Marry Donald Trump because, as you know, Melania proves, you don't actually have to talk to him at all to be his wife. So you can just like have nothing to do with him. And then kill Boris, because he's actually pretty young. Boris Johnson's pretty young. And like equally as evil as Trump, but has more staying power, I think, politically.
I actually think, I guess we'd have to start getting into the nature of evil, but marry Boris Johnson.
Okay.
Because although he's a ghoul, he is clearly not ideological. Anyone who's spoken to him, he just does whatever works for him at the moment. So if he does something, you can do a Carmela Soprano and just kind of look the other way when he says or does something odious. Obviously, you do fuck Putin and Trump. You just don't want the embarrassment of being married to him. You also don't want the physical humiliation of like having sex with him. So that just leaves him as the default third option.
Let me give you a reason not to marry Boris Johnson.
What do you got?
The names of his children.
Well, What did he name his children?
All right, this one, the first one's okay. The first two are actually decent. So Laura Lettice Johnson, fine. Theodore Apollo Johnson, that's a really strong name, actually. Theodore Apollo, that's nice. That's some good naming. Then it gets weird, right? Because then it's Cassia Peaches Johnson and Milo Arthur Johnson. And I'm like sitting here looking like, you named your kid Peaches.
Peaches.
You named your kid
Maybe that's less.
Peaches.
Maybe that's less weird in England than it would be here.
What's in the teaches of Peaches, y'all?
Jesus.
What's in the teaches of Peaches?
My big reason for marrying Boris Johnson is I believe he comes from that kind of milieu of high society British people, British men in particular, who just marry their wife and then literally never think about them again.
That's true.
They meet up once a year to create spawn, and that's it.
Yeah,
and like even then, it's not like they actually fuck. It is literally spawning. He just comes in and like nuts on you.
Yeah,
and you just sort of like push it in.
It's a cultural thing that's much more intense than Trump. Trump, that's just his own ego. This is centuries of British aristocracy bearing down on you, telling you this is how you're going to interact with your wife. And I don't believe Boris Johnson is anywhere strong enough to break out of that.
I think it's very funny.
So that's like, you'll basically be like Princess Di. You'll just be there and your partner will ignore you. You can just do what you want.
Yeah, it's so funny
and you can still get to be like royalty. Well, in this case, not royalty, but...
Yeah.
Boris Johnson also has that look like he's literally always drunk.
Of course.
I've never seen a picture of him where he looked sober.
He's never looked sober.
But honestly,
Well, that's just British people.
No.
That's just British Tories like him. There's a certain type of British Tory that's always just drunk.
And like looks drunk.
Which
is, even like when they're sober, they look drunk. You know what I mean? Like they have the just personality type or whatever. I will say though, in the sort of like, you don't need to kill him category, I mean, cirrhosis of the liver will take him soon. So there is that, right? Like,
well, yeah. It's funny that so many of us chose the marrying partners based on we suspect that they will give us benign neglect once we're married.
Well, okay. Like, I mean, I don't want to actively be around any of those people. But I think...
And it's because we're all shallow husks who gave up love long ago.
Correct.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Well, no, I mean, mostly I just don't want to be in a room with Donald Trump if I can avoid it. Although... Wait, okay. If I did marry Donald Trump, I could just be his bitchy, nitpicky wife.
No, I think
and like
you would,
just eat away at him from the inside until he killed himself.
No, I think you would emotionally destroy Trump within like a week.
I mean, he obviously couldn't handle me. Like, not even like sexually, God forbid, but like just as a person. If you put me in a room with him, I would make him like cry.
Weep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Not just because he was getting owned, but because he was getting owned by a woman in particular.
Yeah, I think you should just take this one for the team and marry him.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to marry Donald Trump. I'm going to kill Boris Johnson. I'm going to fuck Vladimir Putin.
And the revolution will begin like within a couple of weeks after that.
All right. So, listeners, we encourage you to play Fuck, Marry, Kill with me, Brandon, and Adam. Between yourselves. Don't tell us the answers. Just talk about it.
Sure.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
No, please tell me. I'm very insecure and want to know.
Oh.
Everyone tell Adam you want to fuck Adam.
Oh, I want to marry.
Oh, sorry. Everyone tell Adam you want to marry Adam. I mean, obviously, I'm the fuckable one.
Yeah,
like,
I'm probably gonna
I'm the freaky.
Yeah. I'm going to end up being killed by default, but it's fine because I'm prepared for the sweet release.
The cock caucus.
Me and Hickenlooper both together into the sunset. It's great. It's great. So, Red Clay Podcast, at Red Clay Pod on Twitter. I'm at Brandon Buchanan.
I am at Reach Rachel Khan.
At Cardo Adam.
Oh, you actually have a Twitter? I thought you were okay.
Yeah, we all have Twitters. So
my handle is the Judeo Rose Emoji Conspiracy.
Nice. Mine is just my name.
Of course. Yeah. Ditto.
And all retweets are condemnations.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Go get your juice, Adam.